Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be covering the under eye hollows, the dreaded under eye hollows that typically come with dark circles. So if you have dark circles, chances are that yes, you do have, or you don't rather have enough fullness along your tear trough area, which is normal. It's perfectly common. We all, as we age, we all lose that fullness anyway. It's just some of us are predispositioned to encounter that earlier rather than later because of our facial structure. You know, genetically, we may just not have as much fullness underneath the eyes to begin with. And so as we age, it's just more apparent, you know, in our 30s and 40s and whatnot. And for some people, it doesn't come until later. But there are ways in which to minimize the appearance with makeup, which is what I'm going to show you today. This is what I've been doing to minimize the appearance of my under eye hollows, okay? There's also, you know, cosmetic procedures that you can undergo, filler, which I considered a consultation one time in my life, but I never made the appointment. I never went through with it because just the thought of needles in my face, it's not pleasant, at least not for me. But if you're getting filler, if you're happy with the results, if you did any kind of cosmetic work and you're happy with the results, then that's awesome. However, I understand that it's not in everyone's budget, and it's also not something that everybody wants to do. So let's get started. First things first, you guys know if you have dark circles underneath the eyes, I am a big supporter of color correctors, okay? Color correctors are gonna be your best friend. That is what's going to cancel out the under eye darkness and also help to brighten the under eye area so that it can come forward and trick the eye into looking fuller. For me personally, that is going to be my Becca and Smashbox color corrector in the shade medium, or these two mixed together, which is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Corrector in the shade Cherry Blossom and in the shade Peach. Peach is going to help give me that color correcting shade that I need because it is going to help to neutralize the under eye darkness, and Cherry Blossom is going to help to start to brighten the under eye area. So that's Cherry Blossom, that is Peach in this particular formula. And lately I've just been mixing them together to give me like that nice highlighting color correcting shade. So just taking that combination of the two, and I'm going to concentrate it here along the tear trough area. And you'll know that you're in the right spot when you see that sunken line right there. So there it is, neutralized the under eye darkness. And I'm gonna leave this side as is, just so that you all have a good like before and after and a good comparison so that you can see exactly what difference each step is making. Now, if I were using a powder foundation, this is the point where I would go in with concealer and then the powder foundation. I would do things differently, but because I am choosing to use a liquid foundation today, I'm going to just jump off camera really quickly to do that off camera so that you guys don't have to sit through me applying foundation, because the foundation is not going to go underneath the eyes. The less I have going on underneath the eyes as far as product, the better. So I'm gonna apply foundation onto the entire face and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's continue. Now we are going to conceal. And the way that I've been doing it is, once again, minimally and only to certain areas. And I've been using two different shades. Now, you don't necessarily have to use two different shades, but personally, I like to because I feel like that really does get the hollows like toned down because it helps to highlight the under eye area. For this, I'm going to use the new Fenty Beauty Hydrating Concealers. I'm going to use the shade 235W as a concealing shade and 210W as a highlighting shade. And you don't have to use one layer and then go in with another layer of a different shade. It just has to do with placement. And honestly, this formula is amazing, but any concealer that you like will do. So I'm gonna go in first with 235W, and this is going to go right there. Right above, right there. So I'm not bringing it below. I'm not doing anything with it other than just placing it where I feel like I need a little bit a bit more coverage, okay? And I'm gonna blend it out using my Sephora number 71 brush. This is their concealer brush. I love the shape because it gets right underneath the eye. It's nice, it's flat, it's angled, and it's fluffy. That's the best part. But before I go in and I blend it out, I'm going to take my all-nighter setting powder or setting spray, not powder, setting spray, from Urban Decay. I'm just gonna, a couple times. This is a trick that I've shown you here on my channel before, one of my many videos on like how to conceal. And this is just going to set as you blend. So just going in and setting the under eye area with concealer and spray while I blend, blend, blend. And it's very, very nice. It's a very, very nice and light formula. So there, right away, we are already minimizing the hollow even more. Now your lighter shade, this is 210W. This I'm going to place right here along the tear trough area. So right along the orbital bone, that is where I place the lighter shade. And that is going to be my highlighting shade to bring that area of the face forward, give the illusion of it being fuller and just more plump. Now, once again, going in with my spray and my concealer brush. Sorry about her, but she thinks she hurt someone and she is wanting to tell them off. And just like that, we've highlighted, we've corrected, we've concealed. Perfect. Now, the real trick comes with the setting powder. That's the real trick. And for me, that is Oma Beauty. This is their Trip and Smooth setting powder. You guys know I love it. I really, really like it. And the first thing that I do is I grab a little bit of that powder. It's in the shade Translucent, by the way. It is the white shade. I grab a little bit of that powder with a nice, light, fluffy brush, and I just do this patting motion back and forth. I've noticed that when I used to use my powder puff and just set with a powder puff, it just set too heavy. It just looked too heavy because the concealer was still wet and it would just take a lot of the powder and then it looked cakey. But once I started to do this little step, which is just, you know, a little bit of that setting powder with a brush first, and then perhaps doing the powder puff, it honestly was a game changer because it prevents the powder from landing all at the same time in one place and creating that cakey look and cakey feel, honestly. All right, and you see that? It's already looking a lot smoother and a lot more plump. Like compare this side to this side looks a lot more, I mean, they're the same thing. You guys saw it at the beginning, same exact thing, but this looks a bit fuller. This side looks a bit fuller than this side. It's just about tricking the eye. Just an illusion right now. And on days where I'm really wanting to take it to the next level, I'm using my Bare Minerals multitasking concealer in the shade Summer Bisque. And this I take with my powder puff. Just grab a tiny bit of that, like that. Shake off the excess. And this I'm going to concentrate along the tear trough area. So this is going to go right here. And this I'm just pressing in very gently. And just like that. What hollow? What are you talking about? I got filler like 10 minutes ago. No, but seriously, I mean, there it is. No hollow, hollow. Now let me bring you guys in for a closer look, and I'm also going to turn some of these lights off so that you can see, you get a better sense of what this looks like under more natural lighting that's kind of like all around me, just like Luna's hair. I swear her hair is everywhere. All right, so here it is, and you can really see the hollows if I do this. Compare the two. And I also want you guys to see what this looks like without the two soft boxes, the very flattering soft boxes here along the side. And I have my ring light turned all the way down. It's dimmed all the way down. The only light that I have is the soft box up here, but that is coming from the top. So it's changing the direction that the light is hitting, and you can clearly see the difference, right? Between this side and this side. It like really blurred out the line that's right here, the orbital bone line. And this is what it looks like under natural lighting. You can clearly see the difference. Not only are my dark circles concealed, or is my dark circle over here more concealed than here, but you can't see the sunken line as much on this side compared to this side. So that completes it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I truly hope that you enjoyed today's video and that you found it helpful. Hopefully you were able to take away a couple of things from the video, whether that be different things that I did, like as far as technique or information. That way you can incorporate that into your makeup routine to help reduce the appearance of under eye hollows, the dreaded under eye hollows. Anyway, thanks so much for watching once again. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. As usual, all of those things are greatly appreciated and they help to support the channel. And also, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram, where I absolutely love to interact with you guys. As always, take care, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah! Bye.